What's up, guys? Today let's take a look at Kaiyodo, Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, Ninja Gaiden 3, Kasumi. This is their, I think, fourth Ninja Gaiden release, and the second lady in the lineup. The first one is, Ayane, and they're designed by the same lady. So, in terms of design and pretty much everything, it's on par with Ayane, although I think the faces are a little bit better. And since they improved QC in 2026, overall this figure is pretty solid. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. Let's take a look at the face first. I think this is I think this is one of the best face that Amazing Yamaguchi has ever done. The female face, that is. Probably a little bit better than Ayane. Give me a second. I put them side by side. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better, although the paint job around the eyes still needs, I don't know, a bit too simplistic. But the articulate eyes and the glossiness definitely is a nice touch, and I really enjoy that. The hair is the same with Ayane as well. It's sort of translucent plastic, so the sculpted detail is definitely better than the soft PVC, although it does tend to be more fragile, especially the ball joint is also translucent plastic, just painted, so you have to be very careful with that. Everything else is, like, in terms of body shape and everything, it is pretty faithful to the source material, although it's sort of the same observation I have with Ayane, that she doesn't really look like a Amazing Yamaguchi, more like a SH figure art, which is not a criticism, just a observation, mind you. And the overall paint job is pretty nice. Well, not nice, pretty sharp. It's not nice because there's pretty much no shading, and most of just dark plastic. Okay, this is bit gunmetal, and zoom in. There's a little bit details under the boob. A lot of people probably prefer his Dead or Alive costume, but you know, I will like that as well, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, the transition, and this is painted, transition between the black and flesh tone is not bad. The printed is not bad as well. The little details are pretty sharply painted, and even the flesh tone on the side of the abdomen section, even though it's painted, it's like the color difference between here and here is pretty much non-existent, so that's very nice. Look at the cape thingy, the print is pretty sharp. Yeah, the kunai. So overall, there's not much to say here. It's well done enough and not super stylized. So I think a lot of people, even though you might not be an Amazing Yamaguchi fan, you'll be happy with the look. Let's now get the hand out. This is a ball hinge, and this side is a ball, so can wiggle. This is a folding piece. Okay, like I said, be careful with the ball joint. It's a little bit tight, and since it's translucent plastic, it can be fragile. Okay, she can look up, nice enough. Look down, pretty decent. The neck is actually really long. Same with Ayane, actually. Just covered up by this plastic cape thingy. Rotation. And tilt. It's alright. This cape thingy, this piece is plugged in here. Okay, so it can rotate and wiggle. This piece is plugged in like at the middle of the chest, can wiggle and rotate a bit. And this is like loop around the peg, but on mine it's pretty floppy. So I'll figure out something to fix it, or just buy a classical kit, which someone will definitely make down the line, okay? All right. The shoulder is a simple ball hinge, and connected to the body is a ball, okay? There's no like this weird looking thingy here, so that's nice. She can raise a bit over 90, although this side can raise a bit better because the cape thingy is smaller here. 360. Be careful, the joint is a little bit tight on this. Yeah, she can 360, no issue. Just have to be careful with the joint. A bit of a swivel here at the shoulder, no bicep swivel here, and single jointed elbow over 90 degrees. That's good enough, and rotation at the elbow. Ball hinge wrist, standard stuff. Diaphragm cut, crunch forward, really good, but pretty big gapping on the back. Oh, and the cape thing, this is on a ball hinge as well. Back, not much, and a little bit gapping here. Side, pretty good, and rotation 360. Waist joint, crunch forward, pretty good. Back, again, not very good. Side is nothing, and rotation, yep, 360. So combining with two joints, she can crunch forward really good, but you know, gapping. Back, side. As per usual, Amazing Yamaguchi usually have really good torso articulation. Hip joint. She can kick 9 degrees, no issue. Back is nothing. You can use the side swivel because as per usual on the female figure, it's a ball, okay? That she can kick over 9 degrees. Kick to the side is going to be pretty challenging because all these kunai and the little bow tie here. Even if you get the kunai out of the way, she can only go to the side about this much. So it's a bit limiting. And like I said, side swivel is a ball, so there's some play here. And 360 rotation. Knee, great range, pretty good looking, and no spike. How about that? And shin, got a rotation and also a hinge. Ankle all the way back, pretty decent forward. Good ankle rocker. Rotation 360. And good toe joint. So that's pretty nice. And also all these kunais are rotatable. Same goes for the scabbard for the katana. So yeah, she's articulation is definitely not amazing, no pun intended, for amazing Yamaguchi, but good enough for, like, compared to most of the other figures, this is great articulation. So yeah, let's take a look at her accessories. Let me get her to look a bit normal. For hand, she come with two gripping hand, another one there. There's no fist hand, and these hands probably double as fist hand, and a ninja gesture hand, a relax hand, two open hand, and these two hands probably using, yeah, probably for grabbing knife and kunai. You get two of each. Okay, and a different swappable cape. It's hard plastic, so be careful not to break them. I definitely feel like they should use soft goods for these. Like, I don't like how they always use these hard plastic. It's very easy to break. And a insertable for the katana. Okay. And of course the actual katana is here. And the thingy that's dangle at the end, you get one of this shape and another of this shape. It's hard plastic, relatively hard that is, though, so don't break it. And you just plug in. Okay, and oh, so stand up. Thank you. This is the official store pre-order bonus. The huge, is it shuriken? Can't remember. And oops. She also comes with this stick for adjusting the articulated eyes. You know, pretty typical stuff for Amazing Yamaguchi. If the eyes are too tight, remember to heat out the fade plate, okay? Okay. And a typical Amazing Yamaguchi stand. I'm not gonna use them because I just have too many of them. And for some reason, she doesn't even come with a spare wrist joint, but it's not a huge deal because, well, at least for me, because I have a whole bag of AC factory joint as backup. In terms of value proposition, I really don't think it's there because she costs the same, well, she's more expensive than Ayane and costs the same as Ryu, but she really doesn't come with much. And why is she more expensive than Ayane? They basically come with the same amount of stuff. And it's a good thing that their QC has been improved a lot, so there's not much QC issue here. And the paint and execution and craftsmanship has been improved. However, just in terms of what it come in the box, I still don't think this is a, like, for their asking price, this is definitely not enough stuff. If it's not for their great engineering, I probably wouldn't buy it. Ninja Gaiden 3 Ryu, Ayane, and Ninja Gaiden 2 Ryu. And putting them side by side, I also noticed that the skin tone on Kasumi is a lot better looking compared to Ayane and of course to Ryu, so that's pretty nice. With Garu, Transformed Okarum, and Jaw Titan. All these 4 releases are really good, so stay tuned for the review for the rest of them. With Mayfax Solar Suit Superman, SHF Jonathan Joestar, and Jada Toys Akuma. With McFarlane Toys Silver Age Superman, Marvel Legend Movie Wolverine, Blocky's Marvel Rebel Spider-Man, and Stone Arena Nash. In my opinion, this figure is not bad at all. In fact, I think it's pretty great. The main issue remains to be the price point, okay? I think she's a worthy addition to the Amazing Yamaguchi Ninja Gaiden lineup, and we barely get any figure from them. Like even now, we have 2 Ryu already made and a third one on the way, and we got Yane, we got Kasumi, and we got Momoji, announced but not fully revealed. And when is the last time we get figure from, for all of them? I think Figma got a Dead or Alive Kasumi, and that's pretty much it. So if you want these characters, this is your best bet. However, I think for the price point, there's a lot more figure that's like offer better value proposition, and at this day and age, if it's not for Amazing Yamaguchi's sort of unique design, both in terms of aesthetically and engineering wise, I'm probably not gonna pick this figure up. So yeah, as a reviewer, I don't think she's worth the asking price, like full asking price, okay? But as a collector, I'm happy to have her. So that's my thought. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.